Hello, everyone. Namaste, and welcome to today's flow. In this practice, we're going to be loosening up the shoulders and the neck, letting all that stagnant, negative tension that we build up in our shoulders and neck, just letting that all go today. So if that sounds good to you, it sounds good to me. And without further ado, let's get on our mats and let's get into it. Starting off here, coming into this space, coming into the moment, and coming into our breath. So let's just do one big breath together. Inhale, pinch the shoulders up. Exhale, release. Let it all go. Let's do one more of those. Ready? Inhale and pinch up. Squeeze and let it all go. Just coming in to yoga mode, coming into that yoga mindset, letting the day go, whatever happened before this practice, whatever's going to happen after, just letting that go. Just coming on our mats together. I'm going to start this thing off. A little bit of a neck stretch. Bring the chin to chest here. Nice and easy. Don't want to force anything. Head back. Left ear to left shoulder. Right ear to right shoulder. And let's find a 360 rotation all the way. Doing some neck circles. Nice and easy. Don't want to force anything, especially if anybody's doing this that has a neck or a shoulder injury. Just do what you can do. Don't force anything. And reverse, go the other way. Loosening up. Becoming free. Let's come back to a neutral neck. Come back to center. Come back to the breath. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Exhale, twist. Nice and easy. Right hand goes behind you. Twisting from the ribs. Nice and easy. Inhale, let's come up. Reach up high. Exhale, twist. Look over your left shoulder. Left hand goes behind you. Inhale, let's come up. Exhale, right palm to the mat. Let's reach with our left hand here. Keeping that left arm active. And just breathing. Inhale up. Exhale, left palm meets the mat, reaching with our right hand here. Right arm stays active. Just breathing. Inhale. Let's come up. Reaching. Exhale. Go pulse the arms. Let's do some Kundalini twists here. It's loosening up. That's what this flow is all about. We're just loosening up the back, the neck, and the shoulders. We hold so much tension in our shoulders, in our back, in our neck, from whatever we do during the day. We take it with us. We take it home with us. So what we're doing here, we're releasing it. We're letting it all go. All that stagnant energy. Just letting it flow out today. Inhale, let's come up. Exhale, coming forward on our mat. Plant the palms, uncross the ankles, and let's work our way into tabletop position here. Finding our foundation. Hips over the knees, shoulders over the wrists. Just breathing. And once you're settled in, inhale. Shine the chest, chin up. Come into a cow. Exhale, chin to chest. Come into a cat. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Do a few of these in your own time. Just sinking with the breath. Loosening up. Come back to tabletop position, neutral spine. From here, you might need to just back up the knees, maybe about a foot. Coming into modified child's pose, coming onto our toes, curling the toes. Forehead meets the mat. We're going to keep the hips up. And just rotate on our forehead, left to right here. Stretching out those shoulders. Opening up those shoulders here. If you want to stay on one side, stay on one side. Feel free to do whatever you'd like, whatever feels good for you. And come back to center. We're going to push ourselves up to a tabletop and then all the way through, lying flat on our backs here. Flat on our stomachs here. Uncurling the toes, send the arms long. And just breathing into the mat. Sinking into the mat. And once you're good to go, let's goalpost the left arm, bending the left elbow. And just nice and easy with the right hand, let's push ourselves into the left shoulder. Now only go as far as your shoulder lets you. Whatever you're comfortable with. Opening up the front of our shoulder here. If you'd like for a little balance, only do it if you can. Sometimes I like to plant the right foot. Find a little stability. Breathing into the shoulder. And slowly, nice and easy here, let's work our way back to flat on our stomachs. Nice and easy. And then once you're back, lying flat, send the left arm behind you and come onto your opposite ear. Nice and easy. Finding a little bit of a neck stretch. Let's go pulse the right arm here, bending the right elbow. And then just push yourself into the right shoulder here. Just rotating into the right shoulder. Nice and easy. And like I said, don't force anything. And if you want, for stability, plant the left foot on the mat, bending the left knee. For me, it just provides a little bit of like a walk, like a stable pose here. I don't know. You don't have to. You can keep it long. It's up to you. And rotating back to center here. Coming back in. And then once you are lying flat on your stomach, send the right arm long. Come onto your right ear. Just breathe. From here, plant the palms. Push ourselves up to an up dog. Shine the chest. Exhale. Lower the knees. Send the hips back. Child's pose. Stretching out those shoulders here. Rotating on the forehead if you'd like. And from here, staying on our head, just rolling. This is a slight motion, just rolling. Might have to adjust a little bit here. Rolling to the crown of our head, stretching out the back of the neck. Don't force anything. Until you can't go any further, just rotating from left to right here. Massaging the crown of our head. Like I said, this is a slight motion. Come back to center. Rolling back to our forehead. And then coming out of child's pose into tabletop, resetting. Finding our foundation. Hips over knees, shoulders over wrists. And then once you're settled in, we're going to take the right hand, reach it up high here, and then send it all the way through. Thread the needle until you can't go any further. Let's place the right palm down, reach with the left hand forward, and then slight motion here, just rotate into the right shoulder. It's a slight motion, don't force anything. Stretching out the back of the shoulder here. Should feel good. This is both a right shoulder stretch and a left shoulder stretch. And slowly rotating back down. Bringing the right palm back up to the top of our mat. Resetting. You might need to shake out the shoulder a little bit here. Do whatever you got to do. Maybe doing some rotations. And eventually working our way back into tabletop position. Finding our foundation, and same thing on the left side. Raising the left hand up. Threading the needle. Left hand plants on the right side of us. Right hand, right arm goes long. And then just rotating into the left shoulder here. And reaching with the right hand. And just breathing. Slowly rotating back, bringing the left arm through, left hand to the front of our mat, and working our way into tabletop. Same thing on this side, maybe doing some shoulder rotations. Only do what you can do. I understand maybe some people watching this may have some shoulder injuries, so only do what you can do here. Whatever is comfortable for you. Coming in to our table, and then finding our way to seated position. Hips back, sending the butt on back to meet the mat, and just coming in to a neutral space. Shoulders heavy, spine free of tension. Maybe already noticing a difference in our shoulders. A little more loose, a little more open, a little more free. We're going to continue with that freedom here. Just take the arms, reach them out. Cross the arms, one over the other. Reach them out. One over the other, this time the other one over the other. Reach them out. Continue with this a few times. Maybe picking up the speed a little bit. Remember, left over right, right over left. Here we go. All right. Maybe finding some rotations. Something going on my shoulder. I don't know what's going on. It's making some noises. It's cracking. That's good. That's why we have practices like this, you know? Get the joints moving. Get the juices flowing. Keeping the body young. That's what it's all about, right? Feeling good. Rotate the other way. Feel free to do just one at a time. That feels good. Actually, I like one at a time better here. Get more into it. All right. Feeling loose. Feeling free. Let's come back to a seated position. Let the shoulders relax. From here, we're going to walk ourselves back, just placing the palms behind us. So bending the elbows, right? And then just dipping in, bending the elbows, dipping into the shoulders here. If you want to go more to the right side, just dip more into the right shoulder. If you want to just dip more to the left side, you know the deal, dip into the left shoulder. Maybe going back and forth. All right. Walking ourselves back up to a neutral spine, seated position. From here, we're going to take the tops of our hands, right? And just send them back. Walk back this time on the tops of our hands. Might feel a little awkward at first. Might feel a little unnatural. That's because it kind of is. But this is a good stretch. So just walking back only as far as your shoulders let you, right? Finding a suitable position. And then once you're settled in, just a slight motion up, shining the chest. You're going to find a nice stretch in the front of our shoulders here. Just shining the chest up. Just a slight motion. And just breathing. Same thing, you can go from the left to right hand, just be careful, go easy. Going from the left to right shoulder here, nice and easy. And to come out of this, just take the chest down, relax a little bit, and then just walk, just like we did, just walking back. Nice and easy. And then once you can support yourself, bringing the arms back. All right, feeling good. I need to shake it a little bit in the shoulders here. Do whatever you gotta do. Feeling good, feeling loose. All right. So from here, we're going to come into a reverse tabletop. So taking the hands behind us again, this time on our palms, planting the feet in line with the hips, bending the knees. Here we go. Sending the hips up, chest up, finding stability here, finding strength. We got this. If you don't feel like going all the way into reverse table, you can lower the hips down and just kind of dip like we were doing before. Dip into each shoulder. It's up to you. This is your practice. But do whatever you have to do. But wherever we are, we're just going to breathe. Just letting the head go. Becoming loose but stable. And floating the hips back down. Nice and easy. Coming back. Neutral spine coming up. Shake out the shoulders again. Feeling good. From here, you might need to adjust yourself a little bit on the mat. We're going to lower down with control. So once you're good to go, on a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, we find ourselves flat on our backs. Keeping the knees bent, feet planted. Let's come up to a bridge pose. Send the hips up, chest up. Maybe interlace the hands underneath. If that feels good. Break free. Lower the hips down. And let's just bring the feet to touch, heels to touch, coming to a lying down butterfly here. Just use this time to reflect, become aware of how you feel, and just breathe. Let's guide the legs back up, feet are flat, and then hug the legs into the chest here. Give yourself a nice big hug. You deserve it. Just rotate on the lower back here, massaging the lower back. And then once you've worked your way to the right side, just let the legs float down to the right, extending the right leg here. If you'd like, you don't have to. And then sending the left all the way to the right side of your body and reaching with the left hand here, looking past our left fingertips, coming into a supine twist. Rotate back to center, bringing the legs in. And then send the legs all the way to the left side of your body. You can send the left leg long this time, and then send the right leg all the way to the left side of your body. Reaching with our right hand, look past our right fingertips and come into a twist on the left side. Let's rotate back to center. Bring the legs in. Come back to the breath. And take in whatever motion you'd like here. Before we come into the last posture of this video. Whatever's calling for you. Maybe you let the arms out here one last time. Whatever you gotta do. Whenever you're ready, we're gonna send one leg long, followed by the other, and just finding a spot on our mat where we can be still, where we can be comfortable, and just let it all go. Any leftover energy, leftover stagnant negative energy in our body, just letting that go, letting it flow out now. Coming back to our breath, finding that peace, finding that stillness, completely tension-free here. We come into our last posture, Shavasana. And with that, thank you and namaste.